How's it going, everybody? My name is Ty Walters of the Piedmont Tea Company. That's PiedmontTea.com. Our goal is to be the first organic tea farm in Georgia. Visit our website and subscribe to our mailing list to follow along. The methods that we cover in this 3-video series are from an article titled Germinating Tea Seeds, published by the College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And if you'd like to keep in touch with what's happening concerning tea growers in the United States, visit the blog from the U.S. League of Tea Growers. Go to usgrowntea.wordpress.com. Last but not least, if you are attempting to germinate tea seeds somewhere in the world, go to my Facebook page and tell me what's up. You can find that at facebook.com/Piedmont Tea. Thank you for watching and enjoy. Okay, this is a colander full of tea seeds. These tea seeds have soaked for maybe too long, 3 days. There's a better look at them. There's hundreds in here, maybe 400 to 500. And they looked great compared to the ones I had last year, because last year's ones were more desiccated and lower quality and could have been from 2 or 3 years ago that I found on the ground. Anyway, I'm going to lay these out on this tray here, which is a standard nursery tray, and put them in the sun. So I'm getting a little sun on the deck right now, and it's just roughly after 11 a.m. And the ones that crack open, I'm instructed to sow. This is the soil I'm going to use to sow them in. This is a basic general mix of plants that have died. I've dumped back out into this. Different implements from Lowe's, like pine bark and pine mulch, and organic manure, like some black cow. It's just a little mix of everything. And I don't know if that's best practice, but it's more sustainable for me to do that right now. Maybe. This is the tray that I used last year to sow the seeds in. As you can see, it's another standard nursery little flat tray. It's only about 1.5 inches high. A note that I cut out a screen and put it at the bottom because those holes would have allowed the seeds and soil to run through, so I had to make it mesh. And then I filled this up with soil and sowed the seeds in there, and that worked generally well. I had a lot of germination success. This year we're going to upgrade to this tray. So as you can see, side by side, the upgraded tray is larger. Not only is it wider and longer, but it's also deeper, so more soil can fit in, which is generally good. It's going to give the roots a little bit more depth to go, the taproot to go straight down, and I'm going to be able to fit more in it. Because of its added dimensions and depth, it holds probably twice as much more soil, so I'm going to be able to fit a lot more seeds into this tray. I don't know if this tray has a name, but I don't have to add a screen to the bottom, which is awesome, because that takes time and effort and resources and materials. I'm not sure of the cost difference between these two trays, but this other one is a pretty standard nursery tray for exactly this purpose of propagating seeds. Now, last year we had a lot of seeds stolen out of tray number 1 from, I suspect, lizards and squirrels, or something that was eating them, leaving a little hole in the shell case behind. And we improvised, but too late. We lost maybe 40% of our tea seeds. This year, in this pot, we don't want to make the same mistake by leaving it uncovered and ready for animals, so we're going to use this piece of screen to shield over the top. This is a very basic standard screen that was bought from a Habitat for Humanity restore from an old window, so it cost $1. And I'm going to cut that to size and secure it over that. The tools I'm using today is something to move dirt around with, and gloves, because I'm going to have to spread out and use my hands. Okay, it is now 12:19 in the afternoon, and some seeds have already cracked. It's very inconspicuous, though, for some of them. I don't think you can see that quite. A little bit of a crack, and then it's more obvious for others. So I'm going to transition those over to the soil flat, and we'll see how long it takes the others to grow. By the way, it hasn't been full sun on them all day. It's been partly cloudy, and some of the seeds are still wet, so it'll take some time. Step 6 of the tea seed germination process is to keep the tea seeds under about 80% shade and keeping the medium moist. So I thought we'd just take a look at the setup that I have going on here. So this is my back porch where all the tea plant propagation occurs. We can give a more extensive tour of that later, but I wanted to check out the seeds that I have. So right underneath this light wood bench, I have 2 trays of tea seeds. So I'm going to pull this one out. This is the custom tray that I made in order to keep pests away, and it's been working great so far. Nothing's gotten in, and the tea seeds look okay. I've checked them just recently. Anyway, today is March 1st, and the tea seeds have been in there since early October, so that's about 5 months the tea seeds have been resting in here. Now, that is a long time, and that is in contrary to the information provided in the tea seed germination guide by the University of Hawaii. In that it states that germination should occur in 1 to 2 months. Now, that's under ideal conditions. These seeds have been outdoors in Georgia all winter long in suboptimal temperatures, which have basically delayed germination. Now, why do I do that? Well, I'm trying to select very strong tea plants that will do well in the natural climate of Georgia, which is a very cold winter. Last year we saw some tea seeds germinate in early April, and in Athens, zone 8A, that's when the temperatures are more favorable for tea seed germination. In April we see highs in the lower 70s and lows at about 50 degrees. So that seems warm enough to get some tea seeds to germinate. Now, I brought this one out just to demonstrate. This is basically a 1-year-old tea seedling that I germinated last year from a mother bush that I found in the Georgia Piedmont. It looks really great. It's been outside all winter. And this winter we got down to the mid-teens, and I don't see any cold damage on this. Nor pest damage. So it's looking very well, very healthy, and 6 to 8 weeks, we should have a couple hundred more of these guys coming up. So we'll check back in about 6 weeks.